Hey folks, Deano here again. This time with a kind of a weird review. Now, to those of you who are educated on the whole third-party scene, you may recognise this as being the Recustom Legendary Existence, is it? Basically the Super Saiyan Goku head that Recustom put out last year. But this isn't the original version. Yeah, third parties be copying third parties. Bootlegs for bootlegs. Yeah, this is a recast by someone known as Lin, I believe. I think he does quite a few recasts of limited things. I will stress this. Unfortunately, this is already sold out by the time this review goes out. Model Hobby Store, or Hobby Model Store, whichever name they're going by these days. They tend to go by both. They stocked this for a few days, and by the time I managed to purchase one, they were already gone. So yeah, a bit of a shame, because this head sculpt is actually pretty decent. I kind of gave it a hard time before, purely due to just how quickly and how insanely the price went up on it. But yeah, the sculpt itself is really nice. It goes really well from what I've seen with the 3.0 Legendary Super Saiyan sculpt. So yeah, this being a head sculpt review, we will test it on all these bodies, and as a bonus I will show off the DKO Recustom Bardock face sculpts on it, because obviously these are compatible, and they made them the same. So if you have Bardock and you somehow manage to get a hold of either the real version of this, I say a real, all third parties are unofficial, so the original version of this and the Bardock set, then you can mix and match as you wish. I gotta say, for this being just a simple recast, I feel as if Lin actually improved on it a bit. For starters, the head sculpt itself is actually a much softer plastic than the official one is. I don't have it in hand, but from what I've heard, it is a really hard plastic, like the Bardock sculpts are. So yeah, the fact that this is soft, more malleable plastic means it fits on the pegs easier, it goes back into shape easier, and yeah, even the faces that it comes with, it only comes with two, unfortunately, compared to the original, which had three. But the third one was a bit weird anyway. It was kind of an open mouth sort of thing, so I don't really miss it now that it's not here. But yeah, comparing this to reviews I've seen online, I quite honestly think the faces on this version are a bit better than that one. But that might just be personal bias. But yeah, I'll leave a generic link to my AliExpress if you want to go on there and search for this sculpt or the original. Spoilers though, it's probably really high in price by now. But I only paid, I think it was 20 quid for this set, which when you compare it to the original one, launched at about 40 and then went up to 60, and now it's in the hundreds. Yeah. But yeah, I have droned on long enough. Oh, and as a bonus, I'll be showing these off at the end. This I will leave a link in the description too. It is not an affiliate link by any means. Just putting that out there. It's just a standard AliExpress link, but you are more than welcome to get it. But yeah, these are blood decals. I did get it for the Legendary Super Saiyan Goku, because I do have the DCG Super Saiyan Goku coming, the one with the blood decals and stuff, or tomato sauce decals on the faces. Sorry, YouTube. But yeah, I got it just so that face would fit a lot better with that body. But yeah, enough of my droning. Let's get on to the faces, shall we? So yeah, just a very, very quick accessory segment, because we only have two heads and a hair. So yeah, the head itself, as I said before, unlike the original, is soft, malleable, very, very good. It's not soft to the point that you could warp it, but it's just a really nice like softness to it. Means you aren't going to like jag yourself with the edges, although they are still sharp. Just bear that in mind. But yeah, really nice head sculpt there. And as for the two faces we get, first one is a stern face. I will try and get it to focus. There we go. Yeah, really nice. The harshness of the camera is kind of washing out the eyebrows, but they are there, don't worry. In fact, I'll try and bring down that a little bit. That is not helping whatsoever. Yeah, the eyebrows are there, don't worry. And yeah, I have to say they look really nice. Comparing them one to one with the DKO Bardock ones, because obviously I don't have the original legendary existence head, but yeah, you compare them there. Even though these are both supposed to be like pretty much the same face, like Bardock is pretty much just Goku with a scar. But yeah, I think Lin done a really good job with this. I'm not sure if it's the slightly larger eyes that I like better. But yeah, really, really nice. I do like it. And if we bring in this one, we'll just quickly show it off. This is smirking. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the original version of this, the smirk was facing forward. So yeah, Lin has gone ahead and put on some side eyes instead, which I mean, I appreciate. It gives me some extra faces, not only for this head, but also for the Bardocks. Well, the Bardocks that I put on Goku, anyway. But yeah, I do really like it. It screams Goku to me. Maybe not Namek Saga Goku, per se, but it does scream Super Saiyan Goku to me, anyway. Yeah, I do like it. Comparing it to the Bardock sculpt, you can see, yeah, there is a difference there in the sculpt. I would quite honestly say the Lin recast is slightly less sharp. Like you can tell in the mouth, it's a bit fuzzy there. But yeah, I still think it looks really, really good. I really like how that went off. But yeah, the eyes are also like a different angle. So yeah, it sort of differentiates Goku a bit more. So yeah, I do like it. And yeah, that will do it for accessories. So yeah, for 20 quid, you're not getting a whole lot here, but I still think it's good value considering like how much this went for at retail. Well, the original one. I'm going to say that a lot. But yeah, let's get the camera back up and start doing some head swaps, shall we? So, what I'm going to do is I'll get all the faces out the way because we will mix and match them as we put them on the different bodies just to see what they're all like on there. But yeah, what I'll do first is I'll do the 2.0 bodies, because obviously the 3.0 bodies have slightly bigger pegs, and I don't want to risk stretching this, even though it'll go back into shape relatively quickly. I don't want it flopping around on the 2.0 bodies. So yeah. First things first, we shall try it on the original Warrior Awakening. Pop that off. Let's put the very first sculpt on there. First thing I'm noticing, unfortunately, the skin tone is different. Plus the neck is a little bit long. Yeah, you can sort of maneuver the peg to get that into a better position. But yeah, didn't expect the neck peg to be long on this guy, gotta say. Yeah, it looks decent. The skin tone difference isn't so horrid that it would be like unusable. I mean, this is the Black Hole Toys Warrior Awakening, based on the event exclusive one, and obviously the chest for some reason always shows up a really like badly different color on camera, even though there's nowhere near as much of a difference on it. So yeah, I could make do with that, honestly. Let's try the ripped gi. This is the Demoniacal Fit Majin Buster on here. Let's swap out a face. Let's put on the side smirk, so we get the two that come on him out of the way. I'm trying to put the face on, not the hair. There we go. And yeah, again, I'm seeing the same like thing with the neck being slightly long. Again, you can maneuver it to make it look good. But yeah, it looks decent. I just think the hair on this guy in particular, like Namek Goku had a very particular hairstyle. Like the hair was really wavy and all over the place. Subsequent Goku's refined that and like toned down how big and wavy it was. I still think this looks okay. This could do for like an early Android Saga Goku when he's fighting 19. So yeah, nice. I do still like it. Let's get the only other 2.0 out of the way. This is the Saiyan Raised on Earth body. A viewer asked me to like start using this body in reviews. I'm assuming that's the body they have at hand, so here we go. I'll also quickly pop on the Bardock head sculpt just so you can see it. Again, like I'm having to maneuver the peg. It's popping on okay, but I'm having to maneuver the peg so that the neck doesn't look like bonkersly large. And let's pop this off here and see what we have. There we go, that's the Bardock stern face, just to see. And yeah, that slides in perfectly fine. No issues there whatsoever. There we go. And yeah, I still think that looks good. The Bardock faces actually look really good on this body, on this head. Can you tell him once again reviewing when it's late? I really need to stop doing that. But at the moment, that's the only time I've got available. But yeah, I think that looks good. That really leans into the whole earlier style Goku. This is basically what Goku would have looked like if his gi wouldn't have been torn up on Namek when he went Super Saiyan. Yeah, I like that. Again, having to move the neck peg to get it into a decent position. I'm not sure if it's because, like if we look in here, on the original version, that adapter peg was loose. Like you could pop it on and off as you pleased. This one appears to have been either glued in or recast with it already there. So yeah, don't know if it's just not been pushed in enough, and it's maybe a bit sort of further down than it should be, which is a bit of a shame if that's the case. But at the end of the day, I am not planning on using it on 2.0 bodies anyway. So yeah, just to give you a bit more context, obviously I kind of bought this to directly compare it to the DKO Super Saiyan Goku, DCG Super Saiyan Goku that's coming. I've got the pale yellow one. It has shipped. Link will be in the description, by the way, if you do want to purchase that one. They are really nice head sculpts. I do absolutely recommend them, even though I don't have them in hand yet. But yeah, but going back on that tangent, I basically got this to directly compare to that, just to see what the better head sculpt is like. So yeah, obviously I also have the second, like, I can't remember what it's called. Basically they're reissuing the Legendary Super Saiyan Goku with without some of the accessories for slightly cheaper. I'll be reviewing that when it comes out, and I obviously wanted a second head for that because the ones that come with them, not great. Let's be honest. As for this, I really like that. That looks much better than I thought it would, honestly. Pay no attention to the fact that it's popping off. That's the bottom adapter peg not fitting in properly, not the top bit. It actually popped on just fine. And yeah, I think that looks good. The bigger hair fits the 3.0 body a lot better, I'm noticing. So yeah, very happy at that. Let's see if we can pop that peg off. Yep, that comes off really easy. Get that back in position. Let's go with the Demoniacal Fit Martialist Forever. That was the Beast Eaties Super Saiyan Goku body, for those of you who are wondering. And yeah, again, that looks really good. let's change out the face, just so that we can see what's going on. What face have we not used? I started moving them across my desk and then immediately forgot because obviously I'm a clown at times. But yeah, there we go. And yeah, I like the smirk. Smirk looks good. And again, because of the thicker, bigger proportion bodies of the 3.0, that looks really good. Like, I really, really like that. Really like it. But yeah, let's get to the one we've all been waiting for. We'll get this one. Pop that away. And let's put the full-on yelling face on, shall we? Because Goku, when he was like this, was incredibly angry. And don't worry, viewer, I haven't forgot about Saiyan Raised on Earth. I'll show that at the end. Pop that on. And yeah, that is good. That looks really good. Honestly, that looks incredible. As much as I really like how the DCG Goku heads are looking, yeah, they're going to get a run for their money with this sculpt. I wasn't expecting to like it nearly as much as I do. Yeah, but yeah, that looks incredible. Really, really does. Especially with that yelling face on there. And I don't know about you, but I think this hair actually makes this body look a bit more proportionate. Like, obviously I did the abs mod to this guy to give him a bit more bulk up the way because he looked a bit squat. But yeah, the neck sits a bit higher on this guy, so it looks a lot better. And yeah, he doesn't look anywhere near as squat as he did before. Really, really like that. So yeah, quickly before we move on to the what do you call it? the decals. Let's pop this on this body just to show what it looks like. And I thought while we were here, I might as well put on one of the new faces that are on the Lin recast. And yeah, that looks incredible. That looks really good. The body looks decent as well, but I am in awe with how good these new faces look. I thought they couldn't get much better than the DKO Bardock sculpts, but yeah, I have been proven wrong yet again. Yeah, I hope that helps. So yeah, let's quickly move on to the decals now. So, you will be wondering why Goku is suddenly in the background. That's because I've already tested these decals out. I've put a couple on Tonsnap Trunks, because he was lacking a bit of detail despite having like battle damage and stuff on. I only put a few on, but in my opinion they look really, really good. Like, just quickly showing them off. They have a bit of a sheen to them, because I will explain that in a minute. But yeah, I thought these looked really good. I picked out a couple specifics just to make it look a bit more noticeable. But yeah, if we move him back a bit and take a quick look at these, you get a massive sheet. This was a tenner off of AliExpress, which may seem like a lot, but when you get these in hand, you'll realise they are like really, really nice. Let's see if I can bring the contrast up a bit, just to show this off a bit more. So yeah, you get loads, and I mean loads, of different decals. Normal scratches, blood scratches, or tomato ketchup scratches, and actual dripping tomato ketchup as well. But yeah, I definitely think it's worth the money. It is a bit of a process to put on. These are waterslide decals, they are not just stickers, but they are not made in the same way that Gunpla waterslides are done, where they basically printed it on with specific amounts of glue. This entire sheet is the glue. So you have to be very specific when you're cutting these out. But once they go on, as you can see, they actually look really good. It will take some time. These 3 decals together took me about 20 minutes total to do, and that's me like being generous with the time. But yeah, I really think they are worth it if you want to take your figures to the next level, especially this Goku here. But yeah, if anyone wants like a tutorial on putting these water slides and stuff on, let me know. I will do my best to try and make a useful tutorial for you. It's kind of a process, but it is worth it when you put it on. One thing to note though with water slides is they are very delicate. So these ones that are on trunks, I now have to be incredibly careful with the arms. I'm really selling these, aren't I? But yeah, I need to be really careful moving the arms, or I may end up rubbing the decals just straight off there. Obviously you can put like a quick top coat on the figure, to just give that a bit of protection. You can also use like Mr. Mark's set, which really like toughens up the decals as well. But those are getting into like extra prices territory, which if you're only doing it for like a couple of figures or whatever, I wouldn't really recommend spending the money on. But yeah, definitely do recommend these decals in any case. But yeah, guys, I think that will do for this very rambling video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Are you going to try and track down this head sculpt? Let me know. But yeah, Until next time, folks, obviously leave a like if you enjoyed. But yeah, till next time, folks, I'll see y'all later.